Hey guys, and welcome back to this video. Now in today's video, we're going to be going over our model acquisition funnel. Okay, so it's going to be super valuable. We're going to dive into a flowchart and we're going to be dissecting the exact model acquisition funnel that I personally use at my agency Altrist to recruit luxury OnlyFans models who bring in lots of revenue for our agency. Now, on the screen here, you can see the model acquisition funnel, and it is essentially split into four components. Okay, so first component is impressions, second is engagement, third is value, fourth is sales. Okay, so we're going to be getting people coming into the funnel at the top, then they're going to be pushed down into engagement. There's going to be a slight drop off percentage. Then we're going to be pushing them down into value. There'll be a slight drop off percentage. Again, they'll be pushing them into sales, and sales is when we get them closed on a model contract. Okay, so going in, we have cold leads, so cold OnlyFans models, and then going out, we have closed clients or closed OnlyFans models. Now, to dissect this acquisition funnel a little bit more, we've got this graph on the right here. So let's go into it. So personally, I recommend for those starting off, they use $3 an hour setter DMs that you'd be sending on Instagram, for example. Now, the reason I recommend that is because it's very low effort on your side. You don't need to do much. All you need to do is set it up, and then once it's actually set up, you can go straight into just basically rinse and repeating a DM sequence. And this is all done for you on autopilot, and you've got consistent leads coming in. And it's very inexpensive as well. So for $30 a day, you can get 250 DMs sent every single day. That's 250 messages going out to your ideal clients and then being pushed through this funnel. Now you can imagine after a week of doing this that you're gonna have 1,250, 1,500 DMs sent to different models, and you're gonna have at least a few models signed. It's really not that complicated at all. You can get models recruited, luxury models who are targeted in outreach, are recruited for your agency very simply. Lots of people like to overcomplicate this process. No, it's super easy. Do not overcomplicate it. Okay, so this is what we use for impressions. So we get traction into our funnel, sending 250 DMs, lots of quantity going into it, and then we're then going to filter down through the funnel. So next is engagement. So in terms of how we go about qualifying engagement, is essentially what we'll do is we'll offer some value in a DM sequence. And that's whether we're actually going to get them to register their interest. Engagement is them saying, yes, I'm interested in what you're talking about. Now, the DM sequence will talk about the type of niche that we specialize in. It will talk about the type of service that we offer to this niche. And it will basically just be offering the exact value that they need for their specific problem in their specific niche. Okay, so we're going to touch on this a little bit more in depth as we go down this list, so don't worry if you're a little bit confused. But essentially, we're just offering value to them, saying, look, I've got value that can help OnlyFans models increase their revenue. Are you interested in this? If they're interested in this, we say, send us your email and we'll shoot it over on there. So we offer the value in the DM sequence. We'll then collect their email. It will then add them to Lemlist. So Lemlist is very simple. It's just basically an email marketing software, and you can set up the email sequences. So in these email sequences, you'll import the email that they send to you, and then there'll just be a 7-step email sequence that will get sent off to them, which is designed to build trust, build rapport, build authority, and sell them on booking a call, booking a demo call. Okay, so once you get that email, they're into the engagement system. And then we then put them into Lemlist, and they're consistently getting sold on a call with us. And as the more you repeat this system, the more leads you got coming in, the more people you can have in this engagement, the more people are going to be filtered down to value. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Before you know it, you're signing multiple models a day. Next, what you want to do is we go down to this value. So this value is sending what we call a client attraction asset. So a client attraction asset is value that we make specifically for a persona of a client that we want to provide, that we actually want to help with our services. It's a good way of kicking in the law of reciprocity. So they're going to acknowledge that we're actually giving them value up front. They may even get a quick win from it. That's the whole purpose of this value. And when they get a quick win of it, they're going to actually be booking in a call because they got a quick win from it. So they're going to be trusting you more. They're going to be knowing that you know what you're talking about, your stuff works. They're going to be interested in working with you. So when I say a client attraction asset, the reason I called it a client attraction asset is because it needs to attract. This is what lots of people get wrong when they do the value step within any client acquisition funnel, is they miss the attractive part. So you need to make it attractive, and the way you do about making it attractive is by using good copywriting to sell it. So, for example, of course, we're recruiting OnlyFans models. So it could be, here are X section scripts to boost your OnlyFans sales by X%. So here are 7 section scripts to boost your OnlyFans sales by 400%, for example. That's a way that you make this client attraction asset more valuable. Instead of saying, hey, I got a bunch of section sets for you, it doesn't really clock them. Okay, section sets, I don't really know. I don't associate that with value. However, when you say, look, I've got X section scripts to boost your OnlyFans sales by X%, it's very clear and it's very attractive offer. So they're going to be very interested in the actual client attraction asset itself. Now, this client attraction asset, that was just one example. It could be a cheat sheet, could be an ebook, could be an audit, could be a video sales letter. You just need to sell them on the value of it, and you also need to make sure it's very valuable. Chances are, if you're getting stuck here, so you're getting lots of people respond to the DM. So yeah, you're firing out lots of DMs. You get lots of people down into engagement, lots of people saying, look, I'm interested in receiving this value. And then when you send out the value, people don't even bother booking a call. That's an issue with the actual value that you're offering. So you need to tweak that. If, of course, you're not getting many people down past impressions, there's an issue with the amount of quantity that you're sending. You need to make more Instagram accounts, send out more DMs, refine your DM script. Same with engagement, refine that DM sequence. Make sure that you're collecting the emails efficiently. You can do that using certain sheets. So let me get it up. Outreach tracking sheet. So there we go. Outreach tracking sheet. This is an example of how you keep track. So very simply, you have number of outreaches you're sending per day, and the amount of first messages that you're sending, the amount of first follow-ups, second follow-ups, third follow-ups, fourth follow-ups, etc. We've got the date that we're following them on the Instagram, the account that we're following from, which we update in the key, model IG URL, OnlyFans URL, and this automatically gets updated. So, for example, on this specific date, we sent the first message that updates, and then the next message we send is the first follow-up, and we know exactly where that model is at during the DM sequence follow-up. So that's an example of, refining these different steps within the funnel. Because if you're not signing OnlyFans models, then there's an issue with one of these steps within the funnel, and you just need to look at it analytically and look at, okay, where are people getting stuck? Where's the issue? Okay. Now, once you've got your client attraction asset, you've got good copywriting to sell the client attraction asset, then once you send it to the model, has the model booked the call? If not, what we do is we send a DM to the model asking for specific problems in their business. So we say, hey, I sent you this value. You haven't actually responded to it. I'm just checking to make sure that you found it actually valuable. If not, I'd love some input into what we could actually provide you that could actually help you in your current situation, increase your revenue. And they may come back saying, oh, that's great. I'm actually struggling when it comes to promotion for TikTok. If that's the case, you build an asset to solve the specific problem that they come up with, and you add that to the Lemlist email sequence, and that's going to be firing off as a client attraction asset. You make sure that you package it as attractive. So, for example, here's 10 TikTok hooks to boost your OnlyFans subscriber acquisition system by 300%, something like this. Again, you're making it attractive. And then you send that to the model. Has the model booked the call? So, as you can see, if we're getting stuck here and the model's not booking in a call, we've got this repeatable system that we can iterate, which adds more and more and more value until eventually you've got an email sequence, which once models get added to it, they just get, packed value every single day. They're just getting sent more value after more value after more value, and they're going to be dying to work with you at this point. So we're just warming them up, building that trust, building that rapport, building that authority in this little iteration here. Once we've built enough trust, authority, we then move them out of the value into the sales stage. Sales stage, very simple. First, we'll have a demo call. In the demo call, we're here to qualify the model. at this point, the model's eager to work with us. We need to make sure that she's actually got what we're looking for. So we need to ask, is she motivated? Is she talented? Is she hardworking? If she ticks these three things, which we do through asking very specific questions within the demo call script, we can then verify and move it to the next step. So we'll then push her from the demo call into the sales call. And then in the sales call, very simply, if the model showed up, she's obviously interested in working with us, we can just negotiate a percentage of rev share that we're both comfortable with, and we can get that contract signed. So we can fire the contract away via HelloSign, e-signatures, a different contracting software. Get that sent over to her. Once she's signed it, she is locked in as a model for our agency. We then go onto the onboarding process. Now, this is a very high overview of the actual model acquisition funnel itself. Now, within my consulting program, OnlyFans Millions, we go into a lot more detail in the exact things that you need to be sending and the exact way you need to be setting up each step of this funnel. And we give you all the relevant scripts. So we give you the tracking sheets that you need for each step within this. So the sales calls tracking sheet, the outreach tracking sheet. We give you the email sequences that we leverage. We give you the DM sequences that we leverage. Now, these are sequences and systems that we're using right now to generate hundreds of leads from models. For example, I'm going to have to blur a lot of this out, but as you can see, look, within the last month, we've already got 216 responses, okay? So, as you can see, the system is working. We're getting insane amount of models signed onto our agency using this system. And I want you guys to implement this system for me. I want you to book in a call if you want to implement it like this and get a model signed and start making some instant money straight away. Because you can truly make some life-changing money just by implementing this one system, getting models signed. You've got a model making 1K, 2K, 5K, 10K a month. You've got a 50% rev share. Already, that's some money that you're making. And you can very easily scale it up, especially if you install, the promotional and management systems that we leverage at my agency as well. So hopefully this has been valuable to you guys. Do not overcomplicate this process. Do not overcomplicate it. Impressions, engagement, value, sales. Get started today, and I'll see you on a booked call down below. The link is below. Book in a call once you've got the model signed, and we'll get started when it comes to actually delivering a high quality service to your model. Okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video.